What's up, YouTube? It's your boy out here at work. 7:25 in the morning. Let's get the day started. I feel like being a little motivational today, and just thought I'd just share with you just pretty much how I feel. Today we're gonna talk about like confidence. In my opinion, confidence can get you really far in life. It can get you anything. You can do anything you want if you have confidence. For example, like when I growing up, you know what I'm saying, I had like low confidence in myself and my abilities to do anything that I wanted to do. I was always second guessing myself. I just didn't feel like I had the right thing. You know, I didn't feel like I didn't have what it take, you know, to do anything growing up. You know, growing up, you get made fun of. You know, you don't think you can do anything. But that's every kid, especially with the women. I didn't have that shit. I didn't have confidence. My lack of confidence sucked. And when I mean it sucked ass. And it was bad to the point where it was, I used to be scared talking to women. I used to just be like, hey, just have my friends like put me on instead of me actually doing the grunt work myself. You know, and I think that kind of hindered me growing up because I didn't have that confidence. But now I realize, growing up, once you come into your own and you have confidence, you can do anything, man. Now, you couldn't tell me shit. Because I'm confident at what I can do and how I do things. Gotta have confidence. Because once you believe in yourself, you can do anything that you want to do. Anything. And that's just real. That's just real shit. There's a lot of people out here that low-key don't believe in themselves. They don't think that they have what it takes to do anything in life. They think that they can just skate by and just be cool just being who they are. No one really likes to self-evaluate themselves because it's a hard thing. But when you hear it from someone else, it's a different story. And I realized that with confidence, you know, I've seen the ugliest dudes pull the baddest chick. Why? Confidence. You know, you ever wonder why you see an ugly dude with a bad chick? It's that confidence. You know, and once he feels he can make her laugh, it's a wrap. You're confident in what you want to do. You can do anything that you want. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can talk to any chick that you want. You can get the job that you want. You can do anything. It all starts with here. That's all it starts with. Once you stop listening to other people's opinions that really don't matter in the case, and you focus on yourself, you can do anything, man. It's all about confidence. I just feel that people, in order for someone, like I said before, you have to work on yourself before you can work on others. And I realized that. I realized that when I went through my divorce. I realized that, you know, when I got separated and all that shit, I had to rebuild myself. You know, I had to get back out here in this dating game. I was worried about women not wanting to talk to me because I was going through a divorce. I was separated, you know. I had children. You know, I thought about those things, you know. But I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to be me. I know what I'm capable of, you know. And I just feel like that you can do anything. Once you work on yourself, you're good. You know, the second thing, you want to be motivated. You want to be motivated to do anything. If you're not motivated, don't do it. Don't force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. Don't force anything on yourself. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And the reason why I say that is because it's wasting time. Do something that you want to do. Don't do anything that someone else is forcing you to do. There was a time that, you know, me and my father, we didn't we didn't always see eye to eye because I didn't do, I didn't follow in his footsteps that he wanted me to follow. Sometimes my dad was right. Sometimes my dad was wrong. He wanted me to be an electrician, and I was like, I don't want to be an electrician. He was like, well, you want to work. A man supposed to have, be good with his hands. I am good with my hands. Control Alt Delete. Certain things like that. You do things. You do it your way. You motivate it. You can do whatever. The motivation, confidence, it all comes together. Motivation is once you're motivated to do something, like you're gone. You know what I'm saying? You can just go. You can just you're off and running. Like right now, like I feel like me making these YouTube videos, I feel like I've never been so motivated to make YouTube videos, and that's before I got this camera, all this tech stuff. Like I woke up one morning, I was like, I'm about to start back doing my YouTube shit, and I was like, I need to get motivated. I used certain channels that I watched on YouTube as motivation to actually, for me to get back out here and to do these videos. I was never a person to ever do a video blog. I mean, I would do like channel updates, but this whole vlogging thing is actually pretty good for me because I feel like I can just be myself. I'm always myself, but I can just, instead of writing it down, I'm actually forced to talk, because I used to be that type of person where I didn't like to talk because I wasn't, I didn't have the confidence to actually speak the words that I'm thinking into existence. I was always the person that if I wrote it down, I can tell you better than writing it down than actually saying it in person. But by me doing this, it helps me become a better speaker rather than just, well, let me just text it to you, or let me type it up, or let me, rather than me just being that guy that can just type or text anything. So it is actually making me a more sociable person, in a sense, where I can just speak my mind and actually work on articulating words instead of just having it all put in type form and everything and so forth. This vlogging thing is really helping me. I noticed. What else? You gotta have good friends. Have a good supporting cast. That you just don't know how much that really helps a person. Okay? You can be, let's take me for example. Growing up, I only had to select a few friends who I actually, mess with. These people who I mess with, I always went to them for advice. They know who they are. I'm not going to name drop. One of them passed away. 2 of them are still here. They're technically married now. It's always good to have a good supporting cast from all different angles. You don't want a whole bunch of yes men around you. You don't want that. Let me make that clear. You do not want a lot of yes men and yes women in your fucking circle. It'll make you bad. The reason why I say that is because everything that you come up with, any idea that you come up with, they're always going to just be like, yeah, in fear of you not wanting to, mess with them anymore. If they are a yes man and they always agreeing with anything that you say, you don't need to be around them. You want to have a solid team, solid group of people that that you can talk to, where you're going to get opinions from all angles. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. Like, for instance, my 2 best friends, okay? Well, at the time, I have 3 best friends now. Well, all right. I have 3 best friends. One passed away. His name is Marshawn. Passed away. You have Marshawn, you have Kamal, and you have Shelton. I consider Sin Killer my best friend because I don't just meet up with him on YouTube shit or FGC shit. We actually talk about real life shit, okay? At this time, you have you have, like, I had on this side, I had the positive. It was Kamal, the positive side. You know, it was always, yeah, man, you can do it. You should do this. You can do anything that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put your mind to it. Motivated. You know, he was there to motivate me and do everything. You had Marshawn. He was also positive, but he also had that street knowledge, and he also had that grit where it was like, what the fuck is you doing? Then you have Shelton, who pretty much right now is the two put together. He has the positive side. He has the you know, the knowledge, the real side where it's like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, no, it's not what the fuck you're supposed to do, but it's that. Oh, like I said, it's always good to have that core team that's gonna fuck with you and is not gonna hold no punches. You know, is there to motivate you and you motivate them, and if they know the shit ain't right, they need to tell you. Your friends shouldn't have no problem telling you whether the shit that you doing is right or the shit that you doing is wrong or the shit that you doing is very fucked up and you shouldn't be doing that shit. If you don't have friends like that, you don't need to be around them. And that's just my opinion on having that solid team. So we already talked about confidence, motivation, core group, team. Other thing that you want to have when your friends, like, I'm not saying like with your group of friends, but I will recommend that you hang around people that is doing better than you. And the reason why I say this is because this actually worked for me. And it worked for me because you're hanging around. If you're gonna hang around a whole bunch of bums, what you gonna be? You're gonna be a bum. You're hanging around a whole bunch of people that ain't doing shit with themselves. What you think you gonna do? You're not gonna do shit with yourself. You hang around someone that's successful, that has more than you, that's doing better than you, and not to be like flexing on you, that's just genuinely just doing good. You know, they got everything going for themselves. I guarantee you that shit will rub off on you no matter what. It's gonna rub off. Whether you think it won't work, but it doesn't. It will work. Once you're motivated to do whatever, once you are motivated, you can do whatever you want to do. Motivation, confidence, and have that team, that support group, man, it plays a big role in what you want to do with your life. And it's always good to motivate. If someone helped you out, you pass on the same knowledge that you were taught to someone that needs help. It's a quote on my Facebook. It's like, each one teach one. You know? And I also have a quote in my email. If I ever sent you an email, say anything is possible when you put effort into it. And I really feel that way. You want something, you gotta get it. Okay? You gotta put the work in. You gotta put that grind in. You gotta go through the lows to get to the high. You gotta go through the storm to see the sunny day. You know, you gotta do those things. I just feel like you do those things, you can do whatever you want to do. And I know I probably went off the grid and here and there, but I hope that this video one day helps someone out there that went through the same struggle that I went through. The time might not be now, but it's coming. And when it comes, take full advantage of it. That's what I did. Look at me now. Like I said, I hope this reached someone who's going through whatever they're going through. If they don't feel like, they feel like everything is down on them, they feel like shit is just not working. Fabulous said it best. God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. You know, everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna end it on that note, because I don't have anything to talk about.